Hello, good morning, guys. God showed me something last night, another thing to talk about, but instead of going down the list, I'm going as He leads, okay? Right now, I guess what He's doing is having me do some things on teaching instead of live services. I'm having a lot of trouble with the computer. I couldn't even hardly get it to function yesterday. I had to try twice to upload. I tried twice to upload the one from yesterday, the one about forgiveness, and it would not go. Finally, I tried last night after I got home, had to pick up some supplies, and it still would not work until wee hours this morning, like early morning. So, but we'll get this done as soon as we can. This is what God told me last night, and He showed me more than saying, so I knew what He was saying. Hi, Cindy. So this is what He showed me last night. What is true worship? Worship to the Lord is extremely important. Well, we've talked about praising, and praising literally will give you breakthroughs. And you praise and worship, and you give Him thanks for everything He's done. Okay? But worship is something else. When someone says, when someone thinks about worshiping something, what do you think of? Bowing down to Him. Giving Him praise, of course, but it's more intimate. That's what He was showing me last night. True worship is more intimate, okay? And so this is what He started showing me, and I remembered Him showing me this before. He said when you are actually worshiping, it's not just with your mouth. It's with everything you are. Okay, so what do I mean by that? What the Lord showed me, sometimes when He talks, it's so fast, but it's like a beautiful thing. I'm going to try to bring this over a little more. It's so pretty. Okay, so what He showed me was, what He said was, whatever you do to anyone, you do it to me. Okay? Whenever you do a kind act, you do it to me. Whenever you smile at somebody in the store, whatever, you do it to me. When you go to your job, and you do it unto the Lord, you're doing it for Him. Every act of service is a form of worship. Does that make sense? When you adore somebody, you just want to flourish them with gifts. You want to do things for them. You want to love on them. You want an intimate relationship with them. You see what I'm saying? So God is saying true worship is not just in your singing praises. It's not just in worshiping, saying, thank you for dying for me. Thank you for all you've done. I just praise your name. This is praise with worship. That's good. But true worship comes in your actions too. It will show in every part of your life. True worshiping Him is walking out your worship in the path you take, and the things you do, and the words you say. I hope this really opens some people's eyes, because I remember Him showing me this quite a while ago, and I just forgot all about it. And I don't know what I was doing last night, and all of a sudden He said to me, talk to them about true worship. And I went, yes, God, I get it. And then He showed me. It's in every single thing you do. So when you lose your temper and go off the deep end, or you do something unkind, go put it under the blood. Ask God to forgive you. Get up and keep going. But your worship is a daily thing. It's in every action you have. So when you are going to the store, and you help someone pay for their groceries, you just honored the Lord your God because you did it unto Him. It's a form of worship. When you go to your job and your boss is being kind of snotty today, maybe he's in a bad mood, and you just say, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope you do better, or be kind. You just did it to God. There was an act of worship. Does this help anybody? Because, the thing is, we don't really get into deep thought about what worship really is. Praising is, of course, hey, thanks, God. I appreciate it so much. Praising isn't even just in song. Praising is in your talking to Him. When you just say, you're driving your car and just say, Lord, I'm so grateful for what you did for me today. Thank you for that. That was a miracle. It was a gift. That's praising. You just praised Him and gave Him thanks. And worship is every single thing you do. And when you fail, because we all do, just ask Him to forgive you and move forward. But just remember that. Keep yourself in check. That when you go out there and you're doing things and maybe you're kind of getting judgmental with somebody, remember, if you are kind and loving and like Christ and you show out the true love of God, you are doing it unto him. You are showing who God really is, and every action that you're giving is a form of worship. So I just wanted to tell you that. He wanted to make sure you knew. What he's doing right now is the final refining and the final firing and kind of like getting his bride and remnant ready, because we are about to be taken and used. I can't give you the timeline, but the one thing you need to remember is God is not going to give you every single detail. He's not going to give you everything he's about to do, what time frame he's going to do it, and everything. If he did that, you wouldn't need to trust him. Just keep your oil lamps lit. Be ready at all times. Constantly put God at the forefront. And this is what he means. When you go into battle, and you say, the front lines, when you're in battle on the front lines, don't you have your armor on? And don't you have your best fighters in front of you? Okay? So in the front lines that we're in right now with these battles, get your armor on and remember to put God in the forefront. Let him go before you. Let your angels that are appointed to you help you in the fight. But then fight spiritually the way you need, and make sure you don't stop worshiping with your actions, with your words, with your praise, with your song. Okay? When you mess up, because everybody does, get down and say, God, I apologize. I'm so sorry. And really mean it. It's done. Now don't let Satan beat you up. Get back up and keep on praising. Keep on worshiping. Keep on getting in the front lines and standing in the gap for those that are lost and lukewarm. Whatever's coming is close. Okay? God showed me that what was coming was already upon us, that we were already going in now to a new season. When he showed me the New Year's Eve ball falling, that was the time frame of the switch. And after about a week of that or so, he said, the ball has fallen. It's done. It started. So we're there. So keep your armor on, guys. Don't lose hope, okay? Start giving God the true worship he needs, which will bring you to a higher place in him. And when you're in battle, lay it down. When it gets too big, lay it on the altar and go to praising. Because in the praise and the worship, you receive breakthrough. He receives glory. You receive your joy. He receives glory. You receive your answers. He is glorified. His ways are higher and his ways will be accomplished. Okay? I love you guys. I've got more to do yet. I don't know if I can get this up today. I'll try. Or by tomorrow, and then we'll go again. And the other ones we're doing, the next one, I'm letting him lead, guys. I just let him lead. I got a lot of things on my plate. He's not pulling me on services right now. For one, I'm having a lot of trouble with computer and weather. But he's having me give words. He's having me do some teaching, which is just as important. Don't forget to have time with him, okay, guys? And remember, true worship, okay? Those of you that are just coming on, you'll have to start back from the beginning, okay? God bless you. I love you too, honey. Bye-bye.